Hey everybody, it's Chew Begins here, and I am playtesting my game Valenfeld. Um, a lot going on, so let's just get into it. I'm gonna make a new character. So I'll pick a Veer, which is the elves. So they're obviously good casters. I think I'll do a Necro because I haven't done a lot of Necros. And I'm gonna off class Druid. So it's a Necro Druid combo. And I'm gonna get the Echo, which will give me some mana. And give myself some buffs. Keen Mind. Let's see. I'll do Tough. So that's gonna make me level slower. And I'll do Weak to Fire. So that's from Daggerfall. I got that concept. No, I'll do Sky Touched, which are the elves. So that's my background. We have, I think I have a second game popped up. No, that's the game. There's only one popped up. I just have to re-maximize. Got my code going in the background. Oh. Okay. So here we are, we start the game. We have this guy kind of bugging out, Garen. Carry yourself like a necromancer. Take the wand. Yeah, that's my voice. Hail. The sunken cut. He wants me to go to the sunken cut. How do I find the entrance? Take the low road southwest from this gate. Okay, that's enough. I'll do it. And then there's also this guy. It's a glint. Glints are kind of the Explorers Guild. So, yoo-hoo. Mud on your knees. Explorers look under things. What about the old works? So the game is very much about exploration. So he's just basically part of the Explorers Guild, which I can go find in the town of Valenfeld. The Far College is the Mages Guild. But the Explorers are somewhere around here. There it is. So the Explorers Guild rewards you for exploring. So you can get cool stuff like a hook shot item, which is really fun for finding old artifacts. So for playtesting, I made this dungeon portal so you can just go to any dungeon. So this exists right now in the build. But probably in the real game, we won't have that. Those are airships. So airships are our version of Silt Striders. So you can take an airship from town to town. I'll show you the map in a sec, but it's really easy to do airships. Convenient, fast travel. But this town is a starting zone, so I don't really need to get on it, but it's basically like a subway system. I'll show you. You just go up to this guy and you choose a ticket and you can go to any zone on the subway route basically. The other thing we have here is the arena, which I actually might start at the arena. Also, since I'm level 1, I get a talent point, so I can go in there. So this is my abilities. So you learn abilities as you level. Drain life to start. I should get, unfortunately, it takes a while. I would like to actually build like a level 1 skeleton. You have to wait till level 12 to get a skeleton right now, which is okay because skeletons are needed for let's see, what is drain life? What branch. It's not showing me. Yeah, skeletons are needed for soloing, and it's pretty easy as solo at the beginning. So drain life. It doesn't seem to show what the talent tree is. It should show what tree something is. I'm pretty sure it's blood. So I'll get the stance. So 6% damage and 10% drain ability power, but lose 10% health. So this is good for, you basically want to get a stance as soon as you can. My guy is naked and he looks like he has jaundice. There's my stance. It's been bound to my alternate hotbar, so you can't really see it right now. That's like a bug, but if you do Command 1 or Alt 1 on Windows, that's your kind of alternate hotbar. You can also shift up to go through 6 main hotbars, so that should look familiar to a lot of people. You also have alternate loadouts, so if I hit X, I can switch my loadout. But yeah, let me see if I can make something happen at the arena. Oh, it looks like the arena is maybe broken. So definitely still working on the terrain. So this is a common problem I run into. Not carving out the proper space for water. So it looks like, yeah, so this is, oh, I just got aggroed. Okay, who aggroed me? Okay, this guy. So I just added auto attack. So if I shift attack, it should auto attack. I haven't actually done it yet. Well, I'm not even gonna bother because I will die. I need to be casting Drain Life in order to not die. Yeah, so this is kind of buggy right now. Got them both. So shift is supposed to target. Oh, you know what? I moved it to tab. So now it's tab targeting. And then you can hit Q to turn off your target, or tab again to switch targets. And then, yeah, once you've got someone targeted, I do want to make auto attack. I just don't have it yet. Die. So you can see these guys are only giving 1 EXP. I'm probably going to tune up the EXP rate because that's pretty low. But yeah, they are level 1. I don't want to make this game too fast to level up, but I do think I need to tune up the EXP rate. And there goes an airship. But yeah, so this is the arena, but unfortunately the arena entrance does not appear right now, which was necessary to get into the arena. So I was told that the starting dungeon, the Sunken Cut, was southwest, but something tells me that that's a bad direction that I need to fix. So let's just do map reveal and just see. There. Let's see if we can find the Sunken Cut. No. Yeah, just as I thought. The Undertow is like one of the first dungeons. So yeah, so this is a new, it looks like the Sunken Cut is actually not loaded right now. So I'm moving to procedural quests. So at the start everything was kind of like hand authored, and I'm moving away from that, which is why I think that first quest is saying, hey, go here, but it no longer exists. So and I'm taking a lot of notes, by the way, as I talk. I'm taking notes, and then I'm going to use that to go work on the game right after this test. So very expected. I've been doing a lot of work lately, and wow, that sky looks really trippy. I need to work on that. Slow down the sky and make the clouds more fluffy, I guess. So the roads have been also an ongoing issue. Turns out it's really hard to generate good road geometry. Like I just got stuck in the road. That's why I have that auto unstuck, because I get stuck all the time. So yeah, the roads are kind of garbage right now, which is super annoying. Especially when they go up like a massive incline like that, which they're actually not supposed to do. Oh, I just zoned somewhere. So this is a tier 2 zone, so I need to get back to where I came from. There should be, I guess that is the zone border, but there should be a, God, this looks terrible. I'm just going to type /town to get back to Valenfeld. Yeah, so that's a bug. The zone entrances and exits are buggy. It doesn't look like they're properly set up anymore. So yeah, so I just did a massive world overhaul, which is why this stuff is like so different now. I basically switched to, you can see these cells. These are called Voronoi tessellation cells. So it's just an algorithm to generate these cool little world cells. So now the world, I said, well, for now it'll be 3 zones. So, you know, we make something like 70 cells, and then we group the cells into what I call areas. And areas are like within a zone, like a group of cells. And then that area will have like a quest or something that you're like going back and forth between different cells to kind of do something. So it's kind of like just like a story area, and then there's like a story area up here, etc. So there's like cells which are like, you know, very specific things, like this is a mountainside, or this is you know, water or whatever. And so the whole world is generated once at generation time, and then at so like when I author it, I author the whole world's geography, like what the zones are, what the world is, what the cells are, etc. In terms of terrain. But then actually procedurally we generate the actual like game world. So like, what is here? What is this thing? Where is the town located? Like all that stuff is generated for each file. And also you can see here at the top right, we have the different great houses that are basically the 3 factions so far that are kind of at war. So each zone is kind of controlled by a faction, and you know, towns or outposts are controlled by factions. And so kind of like Mountain Blade, I'm building a whole world simulation so that, see, like this, the Vale is, let's see if we can see who owns it. That House Vandal should be the owner. But yeah, so basically, you know, the factions own land, and then also the monsters have their own factions. So like there's like, right now we have 4 monster factions, and they do their own incursions into towns and such, and into zones. And you know, they send outriders and all that kind of stuff. So basically I'm building procedural quests so that the quests are based on the actual simulation of what's going on in the world. You know, who's fighting who, you know, what side are you on? Oh, there's the arena. So these glimmers are what you use to buy exploration items, which are really valuable. But yeah, so basically, you know, the quests are all procedural, based on actual world events, and then you, I'm gonna do a arena match. Whoa, I gotta turn that down. Yeah, just so I can talk. It's still too loud. I gotta turn that down more. I'm just gonna turn off the music. Um, but yeah, so the world is dynamic. You know, people go to war. I got it from Mountain Blade basically. So I don't know why this AI is so messed up on these guys. So the hedge borers AI is messed up. They're running away for some reason. Got a lot of work to do on the AI for sure. But yeah, very simple combat at level 1. Not a lot going on. Cool. I won my arena match, and that's that for the day. I'm trying to get up to that thing, but there's a zone. But yeah, so world is dynamic, and that's the big overhaul I've been doing. Because I realized, well, my strength isn't design, it's not authoring, but what I am doing is I'm authoring the canon lore, so like who the factions are, like what the story of the world is, etc. And then based on the canon lore, there's actual, you know, simulation of like what's happening, and therefore you get caught up, you know, with a faction and end up helping them. And you also join a guild, and then guilds are also going to be integrated into the simulation. These really are bothering me. I can't believe. Look, fishies. Yeah, I can't believe these are so bad. But yeah, so you end up in all these faction kind of warfare situations, and you know, you join a guild, and that's kind of where the meat of the game comes from. Is you know, just like becoming, you know, a guild leader and becoming like a faction leader of your faction, and helping push out here's a dungeon, helping push out monsters and things like that. That's really what it's all about. So what is that? So before I go into this dungeon, I'm gonna show you the party system. So you can play online with up to 4 people, and it's like peer to peer. So we could do that. Oh, also, there's actual chat. So hello world. So you can actually chat with people even when you're like not playing online, because it's a small world. So it's like basically Baron's chat, and that's really cool. But yeah, so for the party system, you can play with your own characters. So these are all my actual other characters, and so I can add one of my other characters to my party, and then the world gets harder. You know, the more characters you add to the party, so it's not just like, oh, let's go just, you know, slay, you know, all these monsters. It's more like, you know, if you do a bigger party, it's going to be more EXP, but it's going to be harder. It's going to be slower. So it's really up to you how you want to play. But I do want to make it so that you basically need a party by, you know, some level, right? And yeah, this is fine. I'll just do a small party with me and this rogue. But yeah, again, you can also just play with your friends. And you can just chat with the other people who are playing. You can see like when someone levels up, or when someone does something cool, or like gets an achievement in their world. All that kind of shows up on the global chat. So that's, I got that from this game called Tales of Majal, I believe is the game. It's a cool game. And they had that ability, and I just thought it was really cool. My rogue friend is dying, so I need to help him. And unfortunately, I don't have much ability to help him. He's got the aggro, and that's that. Oh no. He barely survived. Okay, I need to add a cleric to my party. So I'm going to add this cleric I have. Hopefully he can... I seem to be having an issue adding him. Oh, party's locked in a dungeon. That's fine. Well, he's gonna die. And that's that. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, I just wanted to make it so it was like it feels like an online game, even when you're not necessarily really online. So the meat of the game, at least for the demo, is definitely doing dungeons, which I've built an experimental algorithm called cyclic graphs, essentially, and it's just all about having things like locks and keys and levers and basically things that make you need to turn around and backtrack through a dungeon a little bit. Hopefully not in a like boring way, but in a just like exciting way. Hey, my rogue friend is back. In order to make the dungeons more dense and less like kind of straightforward. Okay, I leveled up. Cool. So I can rest and I can spend my points. I'm gonna go for willpower for mana regen, and I should have a new ability. So yeah, I have bone shield now, which is cool. Drain life. Yeah, I'm gonna get this. Also, you got druid talents because that's my subclass, but I don't have any druid skills yet. I'm just gonna go for this. Just keep buffing my 1 damage move. Yeah, it's hard to play your own game, but I need to play it more because you find a lot of bugs. And it's time to start. Kind of where I'm at in the cycle is I'm getting to a point where I have most of the features I want. Combat, quests, which need to be improved. And I'm getting to a point where it's more about it's time to start polishing it, which is why I think it's good to do playtests. And if you want to play test the game with me or even play online with me, I would love to have you. Just join the Discord and we will go raid some dungeons. Why is this skeleton so strong? You can also go in third person, which works pretty well. We do have a parry repost system as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I might speed up the combat. I'm not sure. I like the old school MMO type slow combat, but I also like the active weapon combat of like scrolls and stuff. So I'm kind of torn. This rogue is just absolutely getting wrecked all time. He's like probably getting no experience. That's okay. But yeah, I'm torn between scrolls combat and classic MMO combat. Well, the dungeon layouts are starting to look a little more, I don't know, a little cleaner, but I don't have cycles. I haven't seen a cycle yet, so. Uh-oh, got an ad. Yeah, design-wise, I'd really like to make my dungeons feel more like EverQuest dungeons, where, like this, like if you get an ad, you're doomed. Like you're just gonna die. like you should have to care more about pulls, right? Pulling carefully, not just running through it. So part of that is just like fixing the enemy AI. Like you can see, like I can just stand back and kite them forever, but then the second they actually fight me, they kick my ass. So I gotta fix the AI. Yeah, that is a heavy enemy. Ooh. Draft. You know what I just realized? My well, I guess he has a, looks like he has a dagger, so I can actually go in and, yeah, he starts with 2 daggers. That's good. Yeah, I could give him some stuff if there was any loot I could share. Okay, this is good. This is taking me down to the 2nd level of the dungeon, which, ooh, treasure. Yeah, lots of, ooh. Oh, okay. I need to first of all add, oh no. So this is a common problem with these custom rooms. I almost fell. That would have been falling to the void. So I'm glad I didn't fall down there. Okay, this is another common problem. I wonder if it wants, why it wants me to use this lever. Well, anyway, the problem is that the connection point between this room is just like a wall. So I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be locked, but it's broken, so that's not good. This dungeon's a little high level for me too. It's kind of a problem. You know what I can do? I can shield him. So I'm gonna select him. I'm gonna just shield him up. Maybe that'll help, hopefully. Looks like it helped. A little. I wish I could tank because I'm the one with the drain life. So yeah, I need to make it so that summoning classes like Necro have like summons earlier. Right now, Wizard and Necro are summoning classes, but probably want to make Druids summon familiars as well. It's a nice spacious area. Well, I feel like actually the leveling speed is like just perfect right now. You know, I'm level 2. It's taking a while. Actually, it might even be a little too fast. Because, I mean, I don't know. I think it's fine for early level to level this fast, but by the time you get to like level 4 or 5, it should slow down dramatically. That is a lot of skeletons. That is a lot of skeletons. Oh, there's the boss. Oh wait, no, that's not the boss. That's just a normal enemy icon. But yeah, it's polish time. It's time to get the demo out. So what is the demo? That's a good question. Definitely the first 3 zones, and so that's level 1 to 30, which is a lot of content. You know, it's a bunch of dungeons. It's like, should be like 20 or 30 dungeons, but they're procedurally generated, so they're cheap to generate. But yeah, So, oh no, he just brought ads. So if I run away, I just teleported him. Yeah. Oh, no, whatever, dude. You're dead. So I need to get kiting working with actual good enemy AI, not this shit. But yeah, so dungeons, online, procedural quests, the basic Explorers Guild stuff with Explorers Guild quests. And I guess that's the demo. What do I want to accomplish with the demo? That's a good question. So I'd say like world map stuff is just a nice to have. The real thing I think I want to clean up and accomplish with the demo is the actual progression system. Make the talent trees and the abilities compelling, make the combat compelling, and then simply the dungeons, right? So make the dungeons compelling. If I can do that, then I think I'm good to go. Because at that point, it's just a matter of authoring content, which I'm comfortable doing, as long as I can really just like make the dungeons better. The game's got to be fun, you know. So I was thinking today, I was making a list of things my favorite moments in gaming, especially in online RPGs. So thinking of what I liked about EverQuest, what I liked about WoW, what I liked about Final Fantasy 11, Diablo, my favorite moments. And my goal is just going to be to replicate those moments. So in terms of combat, I'd say it's almost always when you're playing with a group. Definitely playing solo in Diablo and like Elder Scrolls is fun. In Diablo, it's just the flow state you get into, right? When you're just mowing people down with frozen orb or something. It's a great feeling. And then the progression, it's like a quick progression through a lot of skills. But I've kind of decided that the Diablo power fantasy doesn't really fit with what I'm trying to do here. I'm much more trying to do, an old school MMO type of feel. So for that, it's really, I think it's all about like playing with other players and like getting through a dungeon like this very carefully, right? Pulling enemies, taking it. Oh shit! I just pulled the boss. Speaking of being careful, we're doomed. Yeah, this is. I can probably kite him because this AI is so bad right now. Thank God. Yeah, I'm just gonna kite him. Oh no! Look at it. Train. So yeah, like this feels good. This feels like an MMO type of fight, Sure. If he wasn't, well, so there's a couple things to this. One, my party member is dead, and that's kind of a, oh shit. Yeah, because I have a party member, this is like a, it's a twice as hard battle or whatever. If he's dead, especially. Okay, I'm gonna buff him. Personally, I like playing a cleric or a druid. I just like healing. Personally, I'm just a healer always. Um, but yeah, I hate the feeling of just having your party member die and there's nothing you can do about it. It's terrible. He is so dead. Okay. So, and no, I don't want to make it so that he can just instantly respawn when he dies. That's, I don't know why the game has that right now. I must have done it for testing purposes or something, but no, he should die until he's resurrected, or until he releases to a graveyard, and has to run back through a dungeon. That's totally reasonable. Dying should hurt. It's an MMO. I should not be able to beat this boss. I mean, that's clear. I mean, he's a level 5 boss. Now, the question of whether this boss should be in this dungeon is another question, because this is supposed to be a level 3. Oh my god, he just reset. What just happened? Okay, he reset. I'm pissed. I'm not gonna kill him. I give up. You win. I'm so pissed he reset. Okay. There have been a lot of bugs today. This is a good playtesting session. These barrels are too small again. This is like the bane of my existence for some reason. Barrels in boxes keep being the wrong size. It's crazy. I don't know why. I should be able to hit escape to get out of the bedroll thing. Yeah, I'm pissed that this, the boss just reset like that. I'm questioning what's up with the AI. My guy is about to die. That sucks for him. But yeah, definitely. So for this particular dungeon, it feels good to kill things. It's definitely more fun when you have more abilities, when the abilities make more sense. This dungeon is just, I think, way too hard for my character. Would be much easier in a group, which I guess is the point, that you really do want to be in a group when you're doing a dungeon. It actually shouldn't be easy. So, like, if I had a tank and I was a cleric, this would be a pretty simple dungeon. We could murder everything, like with a typical RPG party. So I do think part of it is just getting the right party, which means my AI needs to be good. I have built an AI system, and I'll show you that. So for the rogue, I can go to AI and I can choose an AI preset, but I can also create an AI. And so, yeah, you can kind of add, when XYZ happens, cast a spell or taunt or take a stance or whatever, right? So all of that kind of allows you to build these custom AIs for your party if you're playing solo. And I guess that's a cool thing. I think, a combination of like solo playing with your own party of AI and then actually playing with at least being able to talk to people and chat, even if you're not playing with them all the time. I think that, to me, that's pretty compelling. But I need to go review all of the things about the game that I like, or all the things about RPGs. And I'm curious if you're watching what your favorite and least favorite RPG things are. I'm gonna get strength so I do more damage. Let's see what abilities I got. I don't get a new one till level 4. I'm just gonna start getting my summoning talents. But yeah, so like, what are your favorite moments in RPG history? Is I think one of my favorite questions right now, to help me design the game. It's definitely starting to. It just keeps pushing itself towards more of an MMO. I think just the procedural nature of what I'm building, but it also can just be a pretty chill one-player game, which I think is fine. Um, Even if you're playing the one player, you don't want to have, um, why is he doing this? God, I really gotta work on the AI. Did I just attack my own guy? I think I did. Can I attack my own guy? No. Okay. So now I go to town. Should probably make it so that you can just like teleport to town, because we do have these things, these portals, which teleport you to town. It's kind of like town portals. I just realized I need to be able to pick up my camp. Because basically you can make a camp like this, and then when you sleep, you can, you pack up the camp, but I just realized I need to make it so that you can cancel out of the camp. That's a house you can buy in town. Governor's house, bounty board. I'll accept this. Now these are actually supposed to be procedurally generated, to actually be based on what's going on in the game, which I haven't done a lot of testing on because it's a new system. Apothecary, general store. I don't think my guys have schedules yet, so they're just always awake. Vampires, I guess. Okay, selling is broken. When I double click something, it should. Okay, that worked. I don't know why this isn't working. Oh, probably because it's a stack. Yeah, and so selling stacks of things isn't working for some reason right now. So I just gotta fix that. Lots of different potions. Can't see what. Oh, I can. It restores fatigue. Cleanse. Oh, a loot. I haven't tested one of those yet. So these are. Oh, yeah, it did give me the buff. So these are supposed to play songs. So if I turn up my sound effects and maybe my ambience. Let's see if this works. No, it doesn't work yet. So that's supposed to be its own like little mini system where you can basically collect, you can collect loots and things like that, and you can play a song, and then that gives you like a bard buff for your team. Also, I forgot to salvage, but you can salvage stuff and use that to like +1 and +2 your stuff. I totally forgot that I could do that. Is there anything I can buy at the... I just realized this guy, he's all repair, but where is the... maybe the, oh, this is the actual... So it doesn't seem to be up. Yeah, leather. I shouldn't be able to wear heavy armor. I'm not sure why it shows as being able to wear that. So some trousers. Guess I'll buy those. Torches. Shouldn't be able to wear iron armor. Tunic. see if I can wear those. Oh, you know what? I already had a tunic. Well, that's it for today because the laundry machine just turned on, so I think that was a good test though. I definitely see a lot of issues, and yeah, probably gonna be another 2 weeks till I release, maybe another month till I release an official demo, but things are coming along pretty fast. It's been about a month and a half of development, which got a lot done, but got a lot to clean up. But thanks for watching, and I appreciate all your support. So please follow and let me know how I can make a great game for you.